Weiter geht's. Ich kann halt auch irgendwie einfach nicht aufhören. Was ist hier? Find Zoru. Halt!
I have a lot on my mind and, well, in it. I want to have a word.
How long do you think we've got before the goblins come?
Hä? Hä? We found Zoru. Lazel will want to speak with him. Lazel told us that the Githyanki should be able to cure us. We can find one of their crashes. Someone named Zoru should know more. Don't
be grumpy, Rhoda. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy.
Scowl on your face and frighten a troll.
You're an idiot.
Na gut. Müssten eh so langsam mal. Ah. Withers.
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp, for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Not to be rude, but what are you?
There are many answers to that question. None are important.
Skeletons aren't supposed to be able to talk. If you won't answer, then get out of my camp.
Correct.
Are you going to explain further?
No.
You were sorting something before. What were you doing?
Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
Will these hirelings be joining me willingly?
Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
Do you think I can trust these cultists?
Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake.
Impressive. Are there other ways you can help us?
Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
That's incredible powerful magic. Why is it so easy for you?
Because it is my calling. There is little else to explain.
You mentioned the cost. What is it?
A matter of coin.
That's outrageous.
Such is life. Outrage leading to a singular end.
Okay.
Moving in.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already. Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
Okay. Lass mich raten. Sie ist sauer.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
Ich habe jetzt irgendwie mehr Gegenwind erwartet wegen Lae'zel. Aber okay.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, idealist do-gooder. Or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much.
You look so unusual. You think you are rare in these parts.
I expect I am your first.
I'd never heard of your kind until my capture. I know of Githyanki, but I've never met one. Ja, ein Sorcerer könnte schon davon gehört haben, oder?
Of course you haven't. They would have cut you from navel to neck. You are no less alien to me than I am to you. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake.
Du siehst aus wie Michael Jackson. Sorry. It isn't that large.
Decadent then, lacking in economy. Like so much of this world and its undisciplined people.
Do you know much about
I
Mindflayers?
understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less.
Do you know what happens?
Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mindflayer is born.
A loathsome fate, and one I intend to avoid.
Words forged in steel. May your actions express the same metal. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me.
Your word, we haven't changed. This is good news.
Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
Ja, schon.
You've no room. Dismiss your weakest warrior.
Wen lassen wir denn dafür zu Hause?
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
How does the Blade of Frontiers end up chasing a devil in the hells?
Karlach's fires raged in Baldurs Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it. And she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Ariel's own. Chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach. Even climbed aboard the Mindflayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking. The damage she might be doing.
Who's the source of yours?
A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sworn to say no more. All right. What else is on your mind?
Tell me, Will, how did you come to be the Blade of Frontiers?
My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse blared into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
What act could be finer than saving a life? You must have felt proud.
Proud? No. Angry. Angry at the monsters preying on innocents. Angry at the so-called good gods for tolerating the cruelty of the evil. Angry at myself that it took so long for me to see the coast suffering. The frontiers demanded a blade. And so I heeded.
It's nice to finally put a face to name.
And it's nice to meet someone of your talents. Having a worm wriggling in my skull didn't instill much confidence in the days ahead. With you as my ally, the future looks a little less daunting.
I've noticed your stone eye. Did you lose it in battle?
A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
Sorcerer, lean in and examine the eye more closely. Darf ich das?
Tiny grooves spider across the eye's surface. It resembles a sending stone used to confer with distant contacts.
Isn't your eye sending stone?
A sending stone? Nothing so special, I assure you.
His breathing quickens, his jaw tenses. Will is keeping something from you. A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
Oh, so easy.
What are you?
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back.
What?
Your right eye vibrates, and a woman's voice echoes in your head. I've a sweet tooth, and devils on the menu. Beyond the voice, you find only shadow. A piece of Will's mind locked away from intruders.
Keep out of my mind. I told you, the eyes are rock, nothing more. And that's the end of it.
I don't suppose you've come across an expert healer in your travels.
I've come to know a fair few village clerics, but none with the skill to pull these worms from our heads. From what I understand, there's a healer called Nettie in the Grove. Perhaps she's got the talent. We should pay her a visit.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately. I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
Sorry, aber ich muss Dingens mitnehmen. I'd like you to
It
join
is
me.
done.
Schnitt. Lazel. Immediately gain an extra action to use its turn. Okay. Battle Master. Superiority dice 4. Your superiority dice are d8s. You have 4. At fighter level 10, these dice become d10s. They fuel your Battle Master maneuvers and are expended upon use. You regain expended superiority dice after a short or long rest. Maneuvers. Commander strike. Direct an ally to strike a foe. The ally uses a reaction on their next turn to make a weapon attack. Spend a superiority die to make an attack that deals an additional 1d8 damage and possibly forces the target to drop the weapons they are holding. Okay. Distracting strikes. Distract your target, giving your allies advantage on their next attack roll. You can evade attacks by imposing disadvantage on melee attacks. You can use both your action and bonus action on a turn to attack a target with advantage and deal an additional... Okay. Deal an additional 1d8 and attempt to goad the target into attacking you. Target receives disadvantage. Spend the superiority to make an attack that deals an additional 1 on hit. Select which friendly creature will gain half its movement speed. It will not provoke attacks of opportunity. Spend the superiority to make an attack. Deals an additional and possibly frightens target. Attack roll. Okay. Spend the possibly push the target back. 8 temporary hit points. Bolstering their result. When a hostile creature misses you with a melee attack, expend a superiority die to retaliate with a powerful strike. Okay. Swing your weapon in a rapid sweeping arc to attack multiple enemies at once. Roll your superiority dice for damage. Possibly knocks the target prone. The target must be large or smaller. Okay, den finde ich gut. Den finde ich gut. Nein. Das finde ich auch gut. Aber das finde ich auch gut und das finde ich gut. Chip Attack. Cool. Cool. So. Sprichst du noch irgendwas? Jetzt, da ich sie aufgenommen habe.
Something the matter?
Obviously not. Well then.
Oh, cursed to put my hands on everything.
Auto select.
You don't rest well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you break your meditation because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Shit.
It's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
Als wäre das noch nicht aufgefallen. How long since you killed someone?
I've never killed anyone. Well, not for food. I feed on animals. Boars. Deer. Kobolds. Whatever I can get. But it's not enough. Not if I have to fight. I feel so weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer. Fight better. Please.
Ich will halt auch nicht immer den Kram benutzen eigentlich.
At best, I was sure you'd say no. More likely, you'd ram a stake through my ribs. No. I needed you to trust me. And you can trust me.
I do believe you. You tried to bite me. How can I trust you? Leave if I ever see you again, I kill you.
Thank you. Do you think you could trust me just a little further? I only need a taste. I swear.
But not a drop more than you need.
Really? Of course. Not one drop more. Let's make ourselves comfortable, shall we?
Oh, wehe, ich versau jetzt die Würfel. Dann habe ich ein Problem.
It's like a shard of ice into your neck. A quick, sharp pain that fades to throbbing numbness. Your breath catches. Your pulse quickens.
Oh, of course. That was amazing. My mind is finally clear. I feel strong. I feel happy. Shouldn't take long. So many people need killing. Now, if you'll excuse me, you're invigorating, but I need something more filling. This is a gift, you know. I won't forget it.
You watch as he stalks towards the forest, stronger, more confident, ready to hunt.
Bloodless. Feel a bit woozy. Ja. 1 to attack, roll saving throws and ability checks. Er will was sagen.
Good morning. How do you feel?
I'm fine. Just feel a little woozy.
It'll pass. Just be glad I'm not a true vampire. A bite from them and you might wake up as a vampire spawn. Like my good self. All of a vampire's hunger, but few of their powers.
Is that how you can stand in the sun? Because you're not a true vampire?
Oh no. I should be cinders in this light. I hadn't seen the sun for 200 years before we crashed here. Someone, or something, wants me alive. They've changed the rules. Standing in the sun, wading through a river, wandering into homes without an invitation. They're all perfectly mundane activities now. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time.
What's causing this? A Mindflayer's parasite? Ja, wahrscheinlich. If I can help, just ask. We're in this together.
That's my theory, but who knows? I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks. Although there's still time.
A vampire among us? So be it. But should I wake with so much as a drop of blood on my neck, I will end him.
I'd just better not wake in the night to find fangs at my throat.
Quite the opposite. I'm here in the spirit of openness and honesty, to work together as a team.
Maybe we could get him to wear a bell. Persuade any nighttime prowling.
There now. We're all friends again. Shall we go? There's a long day ahead of us.
Ja. Leave the camp. Wir wollten mit Lae'zel zu ihm. Oi! Mate.
Mordice's eyes. Another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Yes, no, that's just to say. And I suggest you do as she says. You heard the woman bow. Order Lae'zel, I see to this one.
You dare interrupt? Has the tadpole ravaged your senses?
Stand down.
Shocky. Fine.
Ist ja einfach hart unhöflich.
Thanks. What do you want from me?
Information, where did you see the Githyanki?
On the road to Baldurs Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly, straight to the other side. And I just ran.
The map. Show me.
Thanks for your help and apologize for my companion.
No hard feelings.
Warte mal, halt, stopp. Hier waren wir noch gar nicht. Halt, stopp. Was will sie denn jetzt?
The last time a subordinate questioned my judgment, I ate tongue stew that very night.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Subordinate, no, we are partners. You'll treat me with respect.
Kenyak, your tantrum proves you no wiser than a hatchling. The tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
Hey, did you say tiefling? What do you mean purification?
I am unfamiliar with the, well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this Fey run.
Schön.
The Kresh holds the Zaithisk, It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Okay. Nun.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
What is it?
Food. You want it or not?
Ach komm.
Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldurs Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
I am magic. If I can't cure myself, nothing you concoct will.
You, or the dragon your blood hitched a ride with?
How did you know? Speak of me or my ancestors like that again and I'll incinerate you.
Oh, you're a saucy little spitfire, aren't you? Good. I like 'em that way. You've power most can never dream of. I can smell it from here, like iron and fire. Glorious. But something smells off, Petal. Something is wrong, isn't it?
I've been better. It's difficult to explain.
Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
Something doesn't add up about this one. Don't tell her anything.
What is it, Petal? What's wrong? As you wish, Petal. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale.
What harm? Show me your wares.
Hey, bother.
Was ist denn? Oh. Ich habe nicht mehr wirklich was zum Handeln, ne? Potion. Was ist denn nochmal Arcane Cultivation? Kann ich das nachschauen hier? Nein. Featherfall, ja.
Take care now, sweetie.
Mhm. Ja, okay. Ich gebe zu, ich habe jetzt da so geantwortet, weil ich wusste, wer sie ist. Aber ich spoile jetzt hier nichts. Außerdem bin ich auch schon wieder drüber! Verdammt! Es wird mir nicht als Diebstahl angezeigt.
Simple.
Betreiben wir es mal komplett.
No one stopped me yet.
Take this.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Ja, ich muss aufhören, verdammt Axt. See ya.